Hello viewers, welcome to another interesting lecture of digital communication. This is totally conducted by Ganon, powered by Wishback. I am Professor Aditya De. Hope all of you in safe health. Now today we are going to discuss another very interesting topic, that is pulse positioning modulation. In this case, the message signal is varied according to the position. That's why this kind of the modulation is known as pulse positioning modulation. Seems to be interesting to study. So let us start our discussion today. The vertical dotted lines drawn in the figure are treated as reference line to measure the shift in position of the ppm pulses. The ppm pulses are marked 1, 2, 3 and 3 in figure to go away from their respective reference lines. This is corresponding to increase in the modulating signal amplitude. Then, as the modulating voltage decreases, that means reduces, the pulse positioning modulation pulses 4, 5, 6, 7 comes progressively closer to their respective reference lines. Hence, the position of the modulating signal is varied. Hence, it is known as the pulse positioning modulation or PPM. So, let us start the transmitter of the pulse positioning modulation. The pulse width pulses obtained at the comparator. Output are applied to a monostable multivibrator. You are already familiar with monostable multivibrator in analog electronics classes. The monostable is negative edge triggered. Hence, the corresponding to each trailing edge of the pulse width modulation signal, the monostable output goes high. It remains high for a fixed time decided by its own RC component. What is RC? RC is basically resistance capacitance component, which is known as RC. Now let us discuss the generation. How it is generated? Thus, at the trailing edge of the pulse width modulation signal, keep shifting in proportion with the modulating signal xt. The ppm pulses also keep shifting as shown in the figure. Now, what are we are going to discuss next? Yes. Next, we are going to discuss receiver of the pulse positioning modulation. The operation of the receiver or the demodulator circuit may be explained as, first of all, the noise corrupted ppm waveform is received by the ppm demodulator circuit. Why noise corrupted? Because after the modulation, it is transmitted to the medium. In the medium, some unwanted signal is introduced. That's why the noise corrupted ppm waveform is received. The pulse generator develops a pulse waveform at its output of fixed duration and applies these pulses to the reset pin R of a set reset or SR flip-flop. A fixed period reference pulses is generated from the incoming ppm waveform and the SR flip-flop is set by the reference pulses. Due to the set and reset signals applied to the flip-flop, we get a pulse width modulated signal at its output. The pulse width modulated signal can be demodulated using the pulse width modulation demodulator. As simple as that. Now let us discuss the advantage of PPM. PPM has the following advantages. Due to the constant amplitude of the ppm pulses, the information is not contained in the amplitude. Hence, the noise added to the ppm signal does not distort the information. Thus, it has good noise immunity. So, it is very interesting, isn't it? Next, we are going to discuss the second advantage. It is possible to reconstruct the ppm signal from the noise contaminated ppm signal. This is also possible in PWM but not possible in PAM. The third advantage is, due to the constant amplitude of the pulses, the transmitted power always remain constant, fixed. So, it does not change as it used to in PWM. Now, obviously, there are some disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? As the position of the ppm pulses is varied with respect to the reference pulses, a transmitter has to send synchronizing pulses to operate the timing circuit in the receiver. Without them, the demodulation would not be possible to achieve. The second disadvantage is large bandwidth is required to ensure transmission of undistorted pulses. Now let us discuss the application of PPM or pulse positioning modulation. It is used in non-coherent detection where a receiver does not need any phase locked loop for tracking the phase of the carrier. The second application is in radio frequency communication. The third application is also used in contactless smart card. What are the contactless smart card? Guess, it is radio frequency identification or RFID tags and etc. Now let us discuss the comparison between the PAM, PWM and PPM. The first parameter is varying parameter. In case of PAM, the varying parameter is amplitude. In PWM, the varying parameter is width. In PPM, the varying parameter is position. Second parameter we are going to discuss is immunity towards noise. In case of the PAM, the immunity towards noise is low. In PWM, it is high. In PPM, it is also high. The signal to noise ratio or SNR, in case of PAM, it is low. In case of PWM, it is moderate. In case of PPM, it is comparatively high. Then we are going to discuss need of synchronization pulses. In PAM, it not exist. In case of the PWM, it is also not exist, but in case of PPM, it is exist. The next comparison parameter is bandwidth dependency. In case of PAM, it is on pulse width. In case of PWM, it is on rise time of the pulse. In case of PPM, it is also on the rise time of pulse. Next parameter is transmission power. In case of PAM, it is a variable quantity. In case of PWM, it is also variable. But in case of PPM, it is constant. The bandwidth requirement in case of PAM is low. In case of PWM, it is high. In case of PPM, it is also high. Now, similarity of implementation in case of PAM, it is similar to amplitude modulation or AM. In case of PWM, it is similar to frequency modulation or FM. In case of PPM, it is similar to phase modulation or PM. Now, last parameter of comparison is synchronization between the transmitter and receiver. In case of the PAM, it is not needed. In case of the PWM, it is also not needed. But in case of PPM, it is must, that means it is needed. So what we have discussed today? We have discussed today PPM basic conception. Next we discussed PPM generation, how you generate the PPM. Next we discussed the PPM detection or receiver. Then we discussed advantage of the PPM, disadvantage of the PPM and PPM application. Lastly, we discussed PAM, PWM, PPM comparison. That's all for this segment. Stay tuned to Ganon for a better career opportunity. Thank you viewers. Bye.